day everyone, I am Inigo F. Iglesia, a second-year student of Bachelor of Elementary Education at Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lauque Satellite Campus. In this video, I am going to discuss about the lesson planning in physical education and health education. In creating lesson plan in physical education, you first have to know the parts of lesson plan and how to create them. But before formulating any parts of the lesson plan, you first need to write your philosophy in physical education. At the very beginning of creating lesson plan, you have to know your own beliefs, your strategies, and your knowledge about the importance of teaching physical education. This is crucial as it will enlighten you on why physical education needed to be taught in elementary grades. This will also give you direction to have your goals and objectives in teaching every lesson. The first part of lesson plan is the behavioral objectives or the intended learning outcomes. As you already know why you are teaching physical education, it is time for you to have your objectives. This is the part of lesson plan where you can list your objectives according to your desired outcomes, which are congruent to your activities and lessons. It should also be specifically stated in terms of progress towards the goal of physical education. In the objective parts, we have three domains, which are the cognitive domain, psychomotor domain, and the affective domain. The cognitive domain refers to the knowledge attainment and mental or intellectual processes. The psychomotor domain reflects to the learning behavior achieved through neuromuscular motor activities, while the affective domains characterizes the emotional arena reflected by learners' beliefs, values, and interests. The next part is the subject matter or the learning content. It is the part where you can list all the information about your lesson plan. It includes the topic, what materials you will use, where did you get your lesson or the reference, and the values integration, which is about the behavior and values that you expected for your students to attain. The third part of the lesson plan is the procedure or the teaching methodology or teaching strategy. This is the most important part of the lesson plan as it includes all the prepared activities and the discussion of the lesson. The procedure has two parts, which are the preliminary activities and the developmental activities. The preliminary activities refers to the usual routine of the children before starting the discussion. It includes the prayer, the greetings, the checking of attendance, the review to remind the students about the last topic, which is also necessary to further understand the current lesson, and the motivation, which serves as an energizer and way of getting the attention of everyone. The motivation part can be done in any form. It can be in a form of games, singing, dancing, or simple watching clips. What is more important is that it has something to do with the lesson. The second part of the procedure is the developmental activity. The developmental activities are composed of the instruction and learning activities. It has three parts, which are the I do, we do, and you do. The I do part refers to the discussion of the lesson. It is the teacher who will talk, discuss, or demonstrate the lesson, but just because it is all about the discussion doesn't mean that the students will only watch and listen to what their teacher is saying. The teacher should also encourage the students' participation during the discussion by asking them questions or letting them share their thoughts about the lesson. The next part is the we do part. The we do part refers to the guided activities. The activities in this part are guided by the teacher or with the facilitation of the teacher. It has sub-part, which is the generalization or the summarization of the discussion in a form of asking questions. The last part of the procedure is the you do part, which refers to the activities without the facilitation of the teacher. In creating this part, it is important to have a different activities for each group to bring out the different understanding of everyone about the lesson. The fourth part of the lesson plan is the evaluation or assessment or practicum. This part will challenge the understanding of the students about the lesson. It will also reveal if your strategies and way of teaching is effective. In formulating evaluation, you should consider the grade level and way of understanding of your students. Giving a hard assessment for lower grade levels should not be done as your students are unable to do it, and it will only reflect to you as a teacher as your evaluation fails. The evaluation does not necessarily refers to the pen and paper activity. It can also be done via various ways. For example, as this is a physical education lesson plan, you can check their understanding by letting them execute their learned skills and rate them using rubrics. It can also be in a form of oral evaluation, which is truly effective for checking their understanding. The fifth and last part of the lesson plan is the assignment or agreement. It refers to the activity that the students will do at home. It can be related to your current lesson or as a preparation for your future lessons. In preparing lesson plan in physical education are just same with preparing the lesson plan with the health education. You first need to create your objectives and learning content or subject matter before crafting your learning activities. Then afterwards, you have to create your evaluation and assignment. However, the health education, as it is about the health program, it focuses on observing proper hygiene to maintain good appearance and keeping the body clean and healthy. The health education promotes personal health and self-esteem, as taking care of the body will make you or build confidence. The general objectives of health education or its unit objective includes: first, identify habits of good grooming; second, discuss some problems arising from poor health habits; third, discuss some health problems that affect the sense of organs; fourth, discuss about communicable and non-communicable diseases; and fifth, discuss on the importance of regular body exercise, and many more. Based on these objectives, the teacher should craft a lesson plan based on these unit objectives, which are the standard of curriculum in teaching health education. Any activities and lessons should also be aligned with these objectives. There are so many topics that can be tackled in just only one of these objectives. The first and second objective can already be about the good postures, importance of vitamins and minerals, and proper diet. That's why it cannot only be taught in just one grade level. Health education is an important field to enlighten students about the good impacts of taking care of the body, especially to those who are in a transition of puberty. But the most common topic in health education is the proper grooming, as it is taught from grade 4 to 6 to high school. Proper grooming is taught from elementary to high school, as students need to understand the importance of looking presentable at all times, which they can use in future. Knowing proper grooming is necessary for many reasons: for personal, social, health, psychological, or simply as a way of life. Keeping a good standard of hygiene helps to prevent the development and the spread of infections, illness, and bad odors. Good personal hygiene is essential to promoting good health. That would be all, and thank you for listening.